This video is week 27 to week 52 in my 2025 Project Life video. Hi everyone, welcome to Runs on Espresso. I'm Jenna and I consider planners and notebooks my second brain. In today's video, I'm going to do a flip through of my part 2 Project Life for 2025. If you missed part 1, I will be sure to link that somewhere across the top here so you can go and watch it. But let's see what part 2 looked like. I really should adjust my tripod and move this higher so it fits in here better, but I haven't done that. And why is it so dark in that corner? I have this little shelving unit here and it makes it like blocks the window light coming through. It makes that kind of top corner a little dark, and I'm too lazy to go dig out any of my photography lights, so it's a little dark up here. Back to part 2. So this is kind of the opening page. I went through my stash and just pulled out some sentiments that I liked and I thought kind of went together. And then we get into the first week of July. Now, this was when Allie Edwards was having some supply issues. The tariffs, everything like that, all of that crap meant that our July stories by the month did not arrive. And so I had to dig through my stash and pull out a bunch of stuff. So usually I alternate Allie Edwards, Coco Daisy for each week. This week I pulled out everything I had that was July themed or red, white, and blue and kind of put it together. So we've got a mix of Allie Edwards. These little dots are actually Coco Daisy. And then these are Elle's Studio. So it's a little mix of everything. This actually had the year, I think it was 2024 on it. I cut it off so that I could use it for 2025. And again, you're going to see a lot of dog photos, workout photos, and probably some food photos, some books, because that is my life. We're not super exciting over here. The album itself is, and the page protectors are from scrapbook.com. So just a funny picture of my dog. And then moving into the next week, I won a book from the library, so I went and picked that up. We went to a Mercury game, did some running, some more dog pictures. This was from our security camera. So 4:30 in the afternoon, middle of July, and my dog is out laying on the artificial grass when it's, let's see, oh, it says right here, it was 118 degrees out. I won't even walk barefoot on this grass when it's hot, and this is my dog. She is a potato. Okay, moving on to the next week. So I think this was something else from Allie Edwards. I still had to make a kind of conglomerate of different things to make it work. And I made a little Lego. This is me trying a new setup. This isn't the tripod I'm working with. That is a cheap tripod from Amazon. I had to pull out my professional tripod to hold the boom arm that I bought. So I bought a boom arm to hold my camera because I was using one that clipped to my desk and it just wasn't working anymore. So experimenting, trying different things, I moved it to the other side of my desk. It used to be over on this side. Not that you need to know any of that. And we move on to the next week. I did a couple of screenshots of things that we watched, a concert we went to, some Happy Mail. It rained, so whenever it rains, I always have to take a picture. And it was my husband's birthday, so we went out to Chibo before the Less Than Jake concert on his actual birthday. This is the dinner we went to with his parents. And the Persian Room. Sorry, the name of the place was escaping me. The Persian Room. Excellent, excellent. We have some good food around here. Going into the next week, let's see, I used a stamp, talked about what I read. This was another, I used the question and answer kit from one of the quarterly ones. Still didn't have the Allie Edwards kit for July. So I did just some random questions on here. And then we move in to August. So we've got some more baseball, went out for dinner. This was a picture that I accidentally took on my phone when I was trying to put my phone away, and I just thought it was kind of fun. And then this was when we went to Lake Tahoe, and this is what the, oh my gosh, the doggy daycare sent us. So I do a separate travel album, so I try to make this a little less about the trip and more about other things that happened during the week. So I've got the dog hotel, and then I just have a little bit about the trip itself. And this is when we picked her up. We stopped and got food. The books I read. We went to a Reno Aces game and I got a Lambeau t-shirt. More August. I did some meal prepping again. Tried to get back into weightlifting. And then there was a crazy dust storm. So I took this from the news. That is not my photo, but I wanted to document it in here. And then I went to another conference, and I thought it kind of went with this kind of rainbow August theme. And this was my birthday week, so I've got my birthday cake in here, birthday dinner. Then we move in to September. Still, we went out to eat for some of the pre-game. That was a Diamondbacks game. I worked on some painting. I bought a couple of new Halloween decorations. I did a little ritual candle thing. And another week in September, I used these Vellum 123 cards to go over the photo and then wrote about it in the details card. We had the WNBA playoffs, and I took a picture of this cat sitting on our fence because I figured it had a death wish. More September, I got a pre-order book in the mail, and I used this card to put a couple of the little ephemera from packages that I got that week. So I've got the little Honest Dog books. This was Archer and Olive, and then I got the Happy Planner Gilmore Girls. Like, I did a small order of that. Did some reading. And we're starting to get ready, move into October. So I got out Halloween mugs. We had some more WNBA playoffs, coffee. And then moving fully into October, more mugs, candy. I did some decluttering, cleaned out the closet a bit. More WNBA tarot spread I did. Some flooding we had. I went and tried a new restaurant that I really loved. We had a cat that was living in our yard for a while. I bought a little electric tea kettle so it could make tea easier. And more October, got back into some dog walks because in the summer it's way too hot for her. And I bought a couple of new sweatshirts, some scary Halloween decorations going on around town, my word sprints that I did that week. And then we're fully into November. I have Animal Crossing New Horizons. I said, now that I've figured it out, I'm having way more fun playing. I even got a new camper / resident Raymond, and I love him. Fast favorite. And we had went to a new restaurant, tried some Dole Whip. There's a crazy full moon. Yeah, crazy full moon. Some more November. We went on a day hike with the doggo, which means she got Frenchy fries. Just some crazy fog clouds going on. We got hail. I cleaned, like deep cleaned the kitchen, like took everything out of the cabinets, washed the walls, everything. We went to Barrio Queen. I got a couple of new shirts. More November. There's some crazy fog going on there. A little bit, you can see it there. I read a couple of books. This one here, hit my water. Grace and Henry's Holiday Movie Marathon. I loved this book. If you love like cute little romances, kind of a slow burn, but they get there eventually, and it has a bunch of Christmas movie references. Really, really good. Highly, highly recommend. And then we move in to December. So I put some ephemera from coffee, a candy bar that I got, this dog that is taller than their house that they put out every year. I got this at a meeting that we went to. They talked about a nonprofit called Ben's Bells, and they gave us one of these little Be Kind cards. Our work party. We went out for sushi. I bought a new peppermint bark tea. Highly recommend Bigelow's peppermint bark. Very good. Shout out to Kristen Kramer, who had that on her channel, and then I was like, I need to try it. And some more holiday reading, weights. I wrote here 3 different meals: breakfast, lunch, dinner, breakfast, lunch, dinner. This is that dog in the neighbor's yard, and I was like, well, that's an unfortunate placement of the light. And then this is the last week I put in this book, and this is the 22nd through the 28th. And we took the dog on a walk. We went to Shirakawa. I read a little bit. We had Christmas Eve lunch, peppermint treats. The doggo got new toys. And then this is the same as my last album, part 1, where I found a picture from each month that was kind of my favorite memory or made me think of the month. So July, Less Than Jake. August, my birthday cake. September, Mercury playoff games. October, this like scary giant Halloween decoration. November, the hail. And then in December, I found Starry Cranberry, and I miss Sprite Cranberry. Not the one they have now, the Cranberry Spice, Winter Spice, whatever it's called, Holiday Spice. I don't like the spice. I want just cranberry. So I was loving the Starry Cranberry this December. All right, that is part 2. And I don't know why this happens all the time. It's probably user error. Oh, because there we go. Probably user error. That is part 2. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and go do something that brings you joy.